Hi guys, it's Ed from Racket Ralph's. I'm out in the garage. As you can see, it's me holding the camera. Ruben's not a part of this one, but we want to keep it real on this channel, and just a really short video to show that there are highs and there are lows with this hobby. We have experienced the first of our sort of big lows today. We've been keeping ball pythons for just come out 3 years. We started with Ruben's, in inverted commas, pet one. That's what it was intended to be, which we got just come out 3 years ago. And then we caught the bug and proceeded to buy another 33. And since then we've had a couple of seasons breeding. We have been up to 66. In having sold some, but 66 until this morning, and we have had our first fatality. It's going to happen if you have that number of animals, and I'll explain a little bit about this one. So there is a warning: you will see a dead snake. If this isn't something that you are interested in seeing, completely get that, and this video is probably not for you. But just a short one to show the highs and the lows, and gonna show you this girl. So this is Wanda. She is one of our, well, as you can see, she's a pied girl, and we bought her a couple of years ago as a sub-adult, she did really well. She was always good with eating. She did great. She did lay a clutch for us last year, however unfortunately she completely slugged out. I don't know if that's part of the issue. We'll see why as I explain this, yeah, she completely slugged out 7 slugs last year, and at the time I put that down to potentially a slight temperature spike on the male's rub, which I may have caused his sperm to not be the swimmers they should be because of slightly too hot. It wasn't a huge temperature spike, but his rub did go up to about 91 degrees on one occasion, and that's what I put it down to then. And she completely slugged out, but she went back on food quite quickly. Rebuilt this year. She's been paired. Initially she was paired to the same male who wasn't interested in locking this year, and so we used a different backup male, which was another pied, a gravel pied, and Wanda was smashing food, building well, and she actually ovulated about 2.5-3 weeks ago. She, as you can see, if I zoom in, I don't know if you can see that very well, if the camera will pick it up, but she's actually was just going into her pre-lay shed. Her eyes are a bit cloudy there. You can probably see anyway that she's sort of fairly dull at the moment, and that's because she is going into pre-lay shed. But you can see good girth on her. I'm trying to not get too much shadow, I'm in the garage, but good girth on her. She was doing well. Her building phase had been just as everything you would expect. She went off food. 3-4 weeks later she ovulated, and she was preparing to go into pre-lay shed, and everything seemed absolutely fine. I noticed about 2 days ago that she was quite lethargic, but she was, nothing that wouldn't necessarily be put down to anything more than her going into shed. She was using her hide. She wasn't moving much, but she did respond to movement of her hide, and if I rubbed along her or whatever, there would be movement then. So all of that was as expected, and then unfortunately she I checked this morning and she has passed on. It's a part of the hobby. I don't know if now I'm thinking maybe there was some problem from a reproduction point of view with her, the fact she'd slugged out before and now has passed with her being just a few weeks away from laying hopefully what would have been a good clutch this year. I have palpated her and you can feel some eggs there. But anyway, sad, but it's a part of it. If you're going to have in excess of 60 animals like we have, of course you're going to have some, and I guess the fact that we've gone 3 years without anything like this, including from hatchlings. We had one which never made it to the hatching phase from the egg. It was severely kinked and had died in the egg, and but everything else has been fine. And so keeping it real, guys, unfortunately this is part of it, but it's such a shame. Lovely girl, would have hopefully produces a lovely clutch of pieds and gravel pieds this year. It's not to be. If you've got any comments, questions, drop them in below, and if not, don't forget to share, like, subscribe. But keep it real, and we have some much better news for the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.